This is highlights from a single day playing at Ground Zero Airsoft UK. We're playing on one of their Sunday free roam games here. There's a few dead enemies moving off behind us. Looks like they're not expecting anyone to come from this direction. Just spotted another one on the other side of the bush there. Another one behind the bush. And one last one actually laying down prone in the bush. I only just saw that last guy. Alright, it's pretty hairy where we are, lots of enemies, not too many friendlies, so we're having to crawl through the deep bushes to stay alive. We're actually trying to attack the prison camp, which is there. Our starting base is Charlie, which is there. And we flanked all the way around to attack from this side, hoping that there won't be as much resistance on this side of their base. Okay, we started taking fire from just up the road, managed to get the guy. And I've probably just given away our position to any enemies that are at the base, because we're actually pretty close. It's just on our right there. 30, maybe 40 meters, just through the bushes. Looking for more enemies, looks clear though, so I'm going to try and run up. But just as I got close, took some fire. Looks like there was someone ready for us.
Not get tempted to dress up? No.
This was recorded at the last game before Christmas. And anyone that came in fancy dress gets instant respawns. We're starting to run out of time now, so we're just going to attack prison camp from this side, same as everyone else. Much more dodgy to attack from this side, but like I said, we run out of time, so we've got to push it. But I'm still not going to take the risk of going down the main path. I'm still going to try and push through any heavy bushes between us and the base. And looks like we've got some enemies in these bushes. That one was looking totally the other way though, so he was looking towards the main road. I'm guessing that they had some contacts from my team on the main road, and that's where they all appear to be looking at the moment. Got a guy that's prone, he was facing away from us then as well, so yeah, definitely looks like they were expecting contact from the main road and not the direction that I'm coming from now. I've moved a bit further through the bush now. Just spotted another guy in front of us. Again, another one looking the other way. Don't think I got him on those first shots then. Didn't hear him say hit, and it looked like he moved away. I didn't see any arms go up. And I saw another bit of movement, took fire at that again. Don't think I got anyone there. Right, I think my friendly's just been taken out, unfortunately, so I'm just going to stay still for a minute, hoping that they think that all the contact in the bush here is now gone. And hopefully they don't know there was more than one of us. I'm trying to move up very carefully. Trying to move away a little bit from where the shots came in to get my mate killed. But unfortunately they've seen me, they've put in a lot of full auto fire. I tried to get down prone behind what little cover there was, but it just wasn't good enough.
Right guys, do you want to, shall we head to the fort, or shall we... What's the best way to win a game? Huh? Best way to win a game? Best way to win a game is probably going to be going to the fort. Let's go. Get more action, more skill. Watch yourself coming out, guys.
Whatever you do, book it quick, because you're running out of time.
Where are we going for the fort?
Straight across, down left, straight across the
Right,
thing.
okay.
Towards the nest.
Right, go.
Okay, this is later on in the day. Right, we've decided we're going to attack the fort. We're quite low on time, so we've got to move there quite quickly. We've got pretty close now, so we're actually maybe 30 meters away from the base, and we've got to be pretty quiet here. We've just come up to a dirt bank we've got to climb to approach from this side. Trying to be all sneaky and quiet now that we're quite close to it. A little bit of a climb up here. It's a little bit steeper than it looks in the video. Unfortunately, this guy accidentally shot me as we were climbing up the hill there. Yeah, I was kind of taken a bit by surprise then and let out a massive fart that I've been holding in for a while.
Slightly worried about the gas pack.
Yeah, it doesn't look too happy to have to breathe that in. Okay, this is quite near the end of the day now. Last mission, in the last 15 minutes or so of the game. I'm crawling up to the Charlie base. If you can see those marshals and moving in front of me there, they're just moving to the base now. They're just getting to the base now, so that's where it is. 40, maybe 50 meters in front of me. There's a lot of bracken around. It's only about 1 foot or so high at the moment. And that's pretty much the only visual cover there is. In the middle of summer, this would all be 3-4 foot high. Much easier to approach this base in the midsummer. But with all this bracken being so low, I'm going to have to stay really low as I move up, not to be seen. There's enemies in the base that I have seen from further back. But I'm being very careful to look for people that are camping out in these trees here. You get a lot of snipers out here, usually. I've not seen any snipers. I've not seen any other friendlies either. I know there's a lot of enemies up ahead, so I think I'm going to have to belly crawl the last 20 meters or so. Okay, I've crawled up to this tree, just stopping here while I've got some kind of hard cover, and I just noticed a couple of enemies behind me. So I've stopped just to see where they're going. They are actually walking away from me. I waited a few minutes until I was satisfied that they weren't going to come back on my position. However, that does mean that there's enemies now coming out into these bushes here to look for me and any fellow blue team members. So I'm trying to be really quiet, still belly crawling. One of my cameras just beeped, unfortunately, so just having a quick look behind me just to make sure there's no one crawling up behind me that would have heard that. Yeah, I can see a bush in front of me, so I'm going to try and crawl up to this bush. You can hear the enemy team in the base trying to taunt us now, and I just let out another massive fart. That one the camera did pick up, and as you can see, the enemy's intimidation tactics appear to be working. But I've crawled into the bush now. Very close to the base now, maybe 20-15 meters, so I'm just going to stay here for a minute and see if I can see anything from here. I've got pretty good cover, both hard and visual cover. Hard cover in terms of stopping BBs anyway, wouldn't stop real bullets of course, these bushes. Just spotted a guy, you can just see him there, and pretty hard to see, but you can just see his hand going up in that shot there. Okay, pretty lucky to get away with that one. Guy came up behind me and I noticed him just before he noticed me, and that was very lucky. Once I saw him, I managed to move my gun almost 90 degrees and put the sight directly on target in less than a second, about 0.8 of a second. Not super fast, but I'm still pretty happy with that. Getting very close to the end of the game now. Just noticed the guy, but a bit of fire came in. So I'm trying to shoot from right in these bushes to stop his BBs. Mine should still get through as I'm closer. It's hard to make out, but you can just see his hand go up there. I did actually put some extra shots in, unfortunately, once he'd already put his hand up, so sorry about that, bud, if you're watching. Right, I've just heard them call that there's 1 minute left, so I've decided to make a desperate dash of the base. All I've got to do is get in a trench that's right in front of me, but there's crawling with enemies. And I got shot literally 2-3 meters away from the trench that I needed to get into, so real shame, but decided to call it there as that was pretty much the end of the game. As I was walking away, I did hear them call end game. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Take it easy.